Let me tell you a story. So, during my younger days, when I had a free day or a holiday, I didn't spend the time outside with friends, hanging out with people, or even helping my family. Didn't do any of that. I would just sit in my room, rot in my room, playing video games, jacking off, watching anime, and lying on my bed. And when I was watching anime, there's a certain type of them that's called shonen, I think, shonen, something like that. And in this type of anime, the story goes like this. So you got a main character, our main protagonist, who's usually not popular, doesn't have a good life, doesn't live a good life. He's fat, ugly, has no friends, no girlfriend, and his family hates him. And this guy, he's going on about his usual day, and suddenly a truck hits him. And the truck kills him, obviously. But he doesn't die, he just reincarnates into another fantasy world where he becomes a hero, he has these superpowers, these abilities, and he's a totally different person. He can level up there, he can become the hero of that world. Instantly. Or not instantly, but it takes some effort, obviously. But he's there not wasting time, he's there being productive, developing relationships. He's there actually doing something. And there I was, sitting in this chair at my desk, watching another guy achieving all I've ever wanted, himself, and me feeling proud. Feeling proud for him, but there was still pride in my heart. I felt prideful. Yet I was doing absolutely nothing. The only positive thing I was doing was exercising. And I was exercising only when I felt like it, which is definitely not the best way to exercise. Still not the worst. I was at least doing something. I was not doing it the best way or even a good way, but I was still doing the least bit. And when I was lying on my bed, I usually thought to myself, okay, what problems do I have now? But it never came to my mind to answer these problems. It never came to me to just ask myself another question. And how can I solve those problems? When I was asking people, okay, I have this problem, can you help? And I just can't do it anymore and stuff like that. They always told me answers. They told me answers or solutions to my problems. But I didn't want to hear that. I just wanted to hear their sympathy. I wanted them to feel bad for me. I didn't want their answers. Most of the time I usually knew them. But I never wanted to do those things anyway. I just wanted other people to sympathize with me, to feel bad for me, to feel sad for me even. And so when I was laying in bed, I usually thought of, okay, when is it gonna happen? When's the miracle that I'm always waiting for gonna happen? How long am I gonna have to wait? When is the girl of my dreams suddenly gonna walk out into my room? Which morning am I actually gonna wake up and have superpowers like Spider-Man did? And most of the guys today, they are still waiting for that miracle. I realized that miracle is never gonna happen. It's never gonna come by itself. You have to make it. You don't wait for a miracle, you make it happen. Now obviously you can forcefully you cannot just one day wake up, really want to have Spider-Man powers and wake up with Spider-Man powers. Of course not, but it can happen. And it will happen if you put enough effort in. But you have to achieve something, you have to do something. You have to do the things that sometimes don't make you happy. You have to make the hard decisions, you have to work hard. You have to do stuff that really isn't enjoyable to you as much as video games are. You have to stop doing those things that are making you happy, but in the short term. You have to stop watching porn. You have to stop playing video games. You have to stop wasting time. You have to do all of these things. And it feels like you can't do anything else. You can't even focus on school. You have to keep going. Now, don't even think that I want sympathy from you guys. I did not. I'm enjoying this. And you guys will as well. If you start to become man, if you find your purpose, and you work your way towards your purpose, you work your way towards your goals, you shatter your goals, you absolutely blast through your goals, you will feel happy. You will feel the best you ever felt in life. Trust me. At first you never want to get into a cold shower. You never do. When you wake up, only when you're motivated, but that happens once in a year, twice a year. And when you actually are not motivated and you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself, okay, these 7 days, every day I'm going to wake up and first thing in the morning I'm going to do is to walk into a cold shower. And then 30 seconds in, you feel horrible. But after you actually walk out of the shower, you feel amazing, you feel refreshed. Your head feels awesome because you've submerged your head in cold water, which is really recommended in the mornings. And it helps you a lot. And you feel healthy, you feel amazing, you feel like the man you should be. The next day goes by, and you're there standing in front of your shower, making up excuses to not go take a cold shower. You don't need it. It's bullshit, it doesn't work. It felt horrible. Why do it? I can skip today, I'll do 2 more days later. I'll do it later. And my friend, that's just one of many tests life has saved up for us. Because if you're standing there, doubting yourself, not wanting to make the hard decision, not wanting to feel uncomfortable, just realize, good tip for the showers that helped me a lot. Because I was researching a lot into the cold showers, I found research that actually told me that when you go and take a cold shower, the first 15-20 seconds you feel horrible. You feel like you're gonna die, your body is telling you you're gonna die. And the rest of the 10 seconds your body adapts. You feel okay, it's still cold, which you don't like, obviously, because all the time you've been always showering yourself with almost boiling water, because it feels good, okay? But then when you actually walk out of the shower, you feel refreshed, you feel amazing. And it gives you a high. Now there's a thing called dopamine. And dopamine is the reason why people are addicted to drugs. It's the reason why people are addicted to porn, to video games, to junk food, to sex even. Dopamine is the reason behind those things. You get a higher amount of dopamine through taking a cold shower than from taking drugs, than from getting high. So weed, which benefits you a lot less than cold showers, doesn't actually make you feel as good as cold showers, which made me surprised. And so from then on, I always do cold showers. And you have to take it a step further. You have to tell yourself, even if they are not true, even if those things are blatant lies, you don't have to tell them to other people. Just tell it to yourself and make yourself believe those lies. This thing is good for me. Which most of the bad things or most of the good things that look bad in disguise, such as those cold showers, that feel bad, such as those cold showers or exercising or eating the healthy food, feels horrible, you don't like it, adapt to it and make it something that you actually like. Make it something you love. Make it your way of life. Same with the miracle. Do not wait for a miracle. Take action now. If you're gonna sit here waiting for your perfect days to go by while you actually are only discussing and only actually considering to go to the gym, whilst there are other guys who are actually going to the gym, not waiting to find the perfect video for you to give you the biggest hit of motivation, not waiting for a guy to help you with exercises, but actually showing up, looking up guys on how to exercise, yet never exercising. Take action. I'm not saying motivation is bad. Motivation is really good, and it's a really nice bonus you can have. It's gonna make your workout sessions a lot better. It's gonna make you feel a lot more motivated in the shower, of course. You can do by without motivation. You can. And most of the time you are not gonna, and most of the time you are not going to be motivated to go into the cold showers, to do the hard work, to record your videos, to edit them, or to even work out. You simply have to just go do it. The time is gonna pass by anyway. What are you waiting for? You can either go and make that video, you can either go and take that cold shower, or wait for the next day, and then the other, and then the next, and then the next. And then the next day you're gonna end up with not doing anything, not achieving anything for the whole week. You did a whole week, yet you did nothing. You were forced to go to school, of course you were, so you went to school. But that's all, that's everything. You did nothing. You played video games, you relapsed, you failed November. Doesn't mean you lost forever, you can always make a change. So stop waiting for a miracle, make it happen. Goodbye.